but at everything.
Oh, yeah.
We walked out there, it was nothing like it. Actually, lost the conscience of my life. None.
They say there was so much electric when he walked out, the room just filled with...
You hear that from all the
You hear that from every
all the
star,
entertainment
everyone.
stars that have met him, people, anybody that has met him has always started their conversation like that, where
The thing about Elvis,
he met Elvis one time, this gentleman here, and he said the same thing. He said the guy was so tall, you know, he couldn't even talk.
He was bigger than life.
You couldn't talk, he said, right? I mean,
What were you gonna
couldn't
say?
say a word.
the thing about Elvis was that once you met him, you couldn't believe that was the same Elvis, because he was such a famous person. He was just
He
amazing.
was just so humble and opposite of what you would think he was, a big star. And,
You know,
He treated people so great.
well, every time he met anybody,
Mhm.
we introduced him, he told me he was a friend of mine. He I'll come to his hand and say, hi, I'm Elvis-Brad. Everybody. If you look at him in his jumpsuit and everything, that's the first thing that comes out of his mouth.
Like you didn't know it was Elvis.
Yeah.
The
But
gentleman.
he was so such a gentleman. It's the polite thing to do is to introduce yourself. Right?
Yeah.
Correct? Wow.
Yeah, the humble
The
gentleman.
humbleness.
Where he came from.
So, and he never did lose that humbleness, that respect that he had until the day he passed away. I got something? Go ahead, right here.
When he took off to go to see Nixon, did you have any idea that he was even planning to do that? Or he just on a whim just decided he was going to go?
I win that night.
Oh, yeah?
I was in California.
Okay.
I couldn't go with him,
Okay.
so he went down there with
Okay.
Sonny West.
I do have a quick question, guys.
Thank you.
I've seen the movie Elvis Meets Nixon, and they were saying that that's basically true how that whole movie took place, where he snuck off by himself and was kind of lost being out there by himself, and none of you guys would be there. Is that basically, was that true to tale? Or, that movie was true to tale, then? Elvis Meets Nixon, because it was a very good movie.
Yeah.
And they were saying that that's basically what had happened. And I could see Elvis being who he was, not used to being by himself, as big as a
But you know
phenomenon
what?
as he
Did
was.
he do that often? Did he disappear and you don't know where he was?
Oh, no.
Did that ever happen?
No, not often at all. This was one of the rare times that he had done this. Is that correct?
It's out of the
Out of
I knew where he was.
You always knew. Well, you probably always knew, but other guys probably didn't.
You ordered pizza for everybody. Everybody had their own. Oh, one pizza for everyone?
Yeah.
Is that correct? Yeah.
Elvis is
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's right. Bradley, right, and his wife, the group.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, so we come to raise one pizza, it's one pizza. She wanted the sausage, I wanted cheese. She had her own pizza. Each one had their own pizza. Okay, do what I was
So remember that next time you're at Mama.
Yeah.
There were 50 people there and 3 pizzas. Next time, everybody gets their own.
What do you think, I'm Elvis?
I just thought you learned something from him.
Well, look at that, there's only about 6 or 7 of us there. That's what, 3 years and years.
Yeah.
Crazy little thing.
But you did the same thing with motorcycles and horses.
Let me ask one more question, both of you gentlemen. What was your most cherished moment that you spent with Elvis? You'll never forget it.
That you can talk about.
That you can talk about.
The realtor went there, and that was a good deal.
And
Yeah,
you're
that's what I
both-
said.
Nothing personal, right?
That's what I said.
There's
that
women
you can
present,
talk
there's
about.
women, that's what I'm saying.
Well, there probably was special.
But your most, you know what I mean, it's so special in your heart, that you never, ever, would never forget it. You know what I mean? It's,
Well, just like I say, we became friends, and at different times we were together.
Like a ranchero?
Elvis was so great for me. It was like racing with him, and he felt like being...
Jones Ford beat Elvis in all communities. He went the next day and bought one, a Chevy with a bigger engine, $396. And then they raced against True. It was amazing. We were very, very close.
Yeah, it's an honor to have you, sir.
Let him beat him. He's parked
Both
the car and they
Bruce,
drive
it is.
up here.
It's an honor. Okay, anyone else, any questions? Anyone else? This is your chance, one opportunity. Mr. Joe Espisito. Jerry.
I went to House in Tupelo, and there was a letter in one of the museums there, and it kind of broke my heart because he wrote a letter to his father, and the letter to his father had said, you know, Dad, I made it to the top, and now that I'm here on top, I'm very lonely. Did you know what that was about? I mean, can you shed a little light on that, about his loneliness there?
Well, he was lonely because he couldn't hang out with Elvis as much as he would have normally. You know what I'm saying?
He wrote this letter to his father about being lonely
Elvis?
after being on top, yes.
Yes, right.
So he was just lonely because of the lifestyle. He couldn't go out. He couldn't.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Right. Yeah. He
Yeah.
couldn't be Elvis.
And did it have anything to do with losing his mom, Joe? Did it have anything to do with losing his mom? Because he lost her right as he went into the Army.
Yeah.
He did lose his mom. He was very, very hurt tremendously.
Yeah, because all that fame and fortune really didn't
Matter.
matter because he was so close with his mother.
Yeah. You could tell he just loved it. You know, I mean, that, and when that happens, it's just you could tell he kind of lost it.
I got to meet the Espisito brothers.
And everything was good then. Hey, where's that picture of you and where's that picture you just showed me, the Elvis picture? Where's that? Right here.
Yeah, Frank has got photographs of Priscilla baptizing Joe's daughter.
Wow.
Yeah, these are like one of a kind, never before seen.
Yeah.
And even though Joe is just as humble as Elvis was, Frank is not. So the starting price on each photograph is $10,000.
Okay, I see you guys later.
And they'll be up for a silent auction this evening.
And the one with the jumpsuit, where's that one at? I think that one is that in here? Okay, well, let me, and this is, explain who that is.
That's me.
Okay, pass this around, this is Frank. He was an Elvis ETA. And this is a picture of him in his jumpsuit.
The only difference is that was actually Elvis'
And that's
suit.
Elvis's jumpsuit he's wearing. He wasn't an ETA. Elvis, he tried Elvis's jumpsuit on.
Was that your hair? Yeah.
And Frank and Joe around saying, I'm going to go out and impersonate you. And that's that
And
picture.
that's Joe's real hair as well.
Yeah.
There's Joe's hair.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. But ain't that cool? I'll turn around for everybody.
Just one picture.
If you'd like to pass these pictures around, this is baptismal, Priscilla baptizing, actual picture.
Was it before Elvis died? Yeah, early 70s.
For Joe? Question for Joe? Okay, question right here for Joe?
Can you tell me who Elvis's favorite author was? His favorite author was?
Who Elvis's favorite author?
Book author.
Book author.
And what was the last book he was reading, do you know? You didn't?
He read the Bible first, right? Constantly. So the Bible, God was his favorite author.
When they were driving around, the new Eldorado came out. You guys were Eldorado? Oh, yeah, it was weird.
Think about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's great. That's a great story. Any other questions? Anybody else? No? Okay. Nothing? Okay. Fine. If you'd like to take a picture, you can stand right here while Joe's sitting. I don't want him to stand up. You stand next to Joe and Frank, take your pictures, and that'll be it. Oh, one more question? I'm sorry, right here.
I had heard that Elvis had always wanted to be a gospel singer. That was his, I'm sorry, his I had heard that Elvis, his dream originally was to be a gospel singer. Is that true? Is that,
He always sang, he
yes,
sang in
yes,
church.
I know he did. He was a great gospel singer. He's my favorite. It's kind of, absolutely, I know it all.